Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today I am playing with the Winter Bliss DOT team. So I kind of looked through my roster of teams, which at the moment is literally Shep's Stress 1 to 5, and I thought, well, what haven't I played recently? What have I still not gone back to? And one of them was actual just DOT teams, and I thought, you know what, let's make something funky. But then I also thought, you know, there's no need to make something funky if I haven't even tried out the good old classic best DOT team in the Butcher Circus, and that's exactly what I'm doing today. So you bring Shieldbreaker, Flagellant, Jester, Antiquarian, and the Shieldbreaker's obviously gonna have the double dodge because she doesn't want to get hit. The Flagellant's gonna have the crushed Hemlock as well as the Gaunted Flap solution because that's just what you do. The Jester is gonna have the crushed Hemlock as well for that extra DOT with the Harvest, which is gonna be really good. And the Antiquarian is actually gonna be our finisher with the Materia Pestis as well to make sure her DOT is something you cannot escape. The only way to protect yourself from it is to, for example, try and kill her early, which most teams actually have to do. She's just way too strong with the Materia Pestis. It causes way too much blight. Now, in terms of this situation, I'm gonna pass. Okay, that's unfortunate. My hand was out of position. The handle was not in place for me to very quickly click the 2 and actually go for it. Please pass as well. Come on. No, they don't pass! Ah, that's so scummy. And they get both DOTs off as well. Okay, no. With my plus 15 dodge too. Alright. Okay, I see how it is. With 0 plus accuracy, they only have the 60. With 101 accuracy, they got both hits and both DOTs off. Okay, no. No, I'm not letting that slide. This match is not gonna go like this. I am gonna try hard from now on. I am sorry, Mr. Servant. You saw me pass, you didn't pass, you got lucky, and now your reckoning has come. So I'm gonna go for the Reign of Sars here. Both teams have a Flagellant with crushed Hemlock, so we're both gonna demolish the backlines. That's just gonna happen. Now, one thing that will also happen that I'm already dropping to this, that I will do, but I won't do immediately. One thing that I will do eventually is use Protect Me on the Flagellant, making it so my Antiquarian can't actually be targeted. I could have done that immediately and prevented her from going to their store, but I passed. So, you know, it's a bit unfortunate, but what can you do, right? You can see my character's already feeling so terrible. But the good thing about me passing is now in round 2 I can actually still drop the Adder's Kiss and go into a better position, because usually in this round 2 you kind of feel weird with the Shieldbreaker. That's because I run Expose instead of Captivate. If you run Captivate like Winter Bliss does, then you know, round 2 you're fine, just drop the Captivate here and it's perfectly okay. But I don't like Captivate, I don't think it's a very cool move. So I could have gone for the Harvest first, but honestly, I don't think it's worthwhile. I'm just gonna do more damage with the Dirk Stab and get ready for the finale next turn. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably not gonna be able to get it off because the DOT will stack up, but to make sure I have at least more of a chance to get it off, I'm gonna go for the Dirk Stab immediately. Crit! No crit, but it's okay. We do a bit of damage to the Antiquarian. She's going down to 0. The Grave Robber might also go down to 0 soon. Funny that I'm actually getting the Blight on her because she has the Rotting Trophy. My opponent clearly doesn't have all the trinkets. They go for the better Veteran. They go for the Repost with the Protector's Guide, so it's not going to hurt too much. But it will get death blows, so I can't really go into it with my Antiquarian here. She doesn't have that much dodge. She has barely any, actually. So I will just drop the... I could drop a Punish onto the Flagellant here just to get him closer to 0 HP so I can kill him with the Finale. And while I think that's a good idea, I think hitting that Grave Robber would be better, but she actually has so much dodge. Freaking Invigorating Vapors is actually putting in work. Invigorating Vapors plus Bolster plus the Monkey's Fall. Kind of a huge gamble to go for that, but you know, it's working. She gets that crucial dodge against my Reign of Sars, so now she won't be dropping to this, or I'll have to do something else first. So they drop him down to 0, which isn't too cool, but what I can do now, and watch this, I drop the Protect Me, right? And what my opponent can do here is they can click the Antiquarian and go for the Death Blow, but that's the only character they can Death Blow my Antiquarian with. But they're gonna decide, well, you know, I kind of want her alive, because if they went for the kill, I would finale them. If they got the kill, it would be really good, but it was a 25, so it was very unlikely. But what I'm essentially just gonna do is probably just puncture into Dark Snap. That's probably the move here. I do 3 damage and I don't get the pull. Actually, not getting the pull might be better here because now the Antiquarian is still in the range from my Reign of Sorrows. So not getting the pull is actually an advantage in this situation. That's one of the changes some people have suggested to the puncture. And when I say some people, it's genuine exclusively. Is that this ability is BS, let's be honest. Wow, that's yeah, that's what you get for not bringing accuracy. This ability is BS. It has 120 accuracy, does damage, gets crits, bypasses guard, breaks the guard, and pulls at the same time. So it's just completely overloaded. Not only that, even if you miss with it, you break the guard. If the guard was there and I missed, the guard would go away. It just wouldn't apply the guard break debuff. It really is that broken. But right now I want to stay out of this store with my characters, and this is the thing that why I usually don't play DOT teams too much. Every single match is going to be close. Unless it's a complete counter pick, every single match is going to be close. Every single match you're going to have to be thinking and thinking and thinking on the how to actually get the win. And that is fun, but sometimes you want to have a little bit of oh, you know, I'm gonna mark, I'm gonna shoot. With the mark teams, stuff just comes very naturally. With the stress teams, stuff just comes very naturally. With the duty teams, you have to think a lot. And I guess that has its own advantages, but you know, it is somewhat odd compared to just not thinking and just enjoying yourself. So I could go for the take cover here, but sadly I do not go first. So I think me not having a finisher there, this might actually be the move. Go for the 65. But then what will he do? Nothing really. So I guess I'm just gonna do this because he's gonna go for. And he would accept the flagell. But honestly, I've kind of come to terms with the idea of not being able to finale the flagell in this match. It's probably not gonna happen, but it's okay because my Antiquarian will stay alive forever because they don't have AoE. They will have the repulse, so she will be useless forever. But you know, at least she'll be alive. That's what counts here. So Dark Snap, extra death blow dealt chance. There we go, the 50-50 after the 25 had failed. So not too lucky, not too unlucky. I now have 40 dodge, so I could dodge whatever my opponent throws at me. I also have the finale, but I have Death Store debuff too, but so you know. My damage isn't too good. They're gonna go for the punish. Yep, there's the whiff. That's what you get for not bringing accuracy. I don't know why my opponent has Rampart. Their team is fine. I've seen this being played by some of the highest level players. Players that love the team I have here, and this is their secondary pick. And it works if you bring command. But my opponent went Rampart, which is a garbage move. So it definitely makes some sense to me as to why this is really working out too well. So the thing is, the guard will go away eventually. Oh god, I'm running out of time again. Go for my move before I can't, right? Go for my move before I die with the Jester, so I'm gonna drop the Dark Snap on there. Jesus. It's not so difficult if you have the 30 seconds for yourself, but I have the 30 seconds for myself. I have 15 seconds for myself and 15 seconds for the mic. That's how it feels sometimes. So it's a little bit more difficult to concentrate at times. But they go for the lunge, they don't get the death blow, which is very good. They don't have any death blow dealt chances. I could drop a regen here, but yeah, regen is kind of useless when your opponent has this amount of dodge and stuff. They can go for the guard, they can also go for the heal if I drop them too much. I think expose is gonna be the move here. Yeah. Oh, that's too much. Okay. Unfortunate. I was hoping expose would do like, I don't know, 4 damage, but you know, the one time I need expose to tickle, it does a crazy amount of damage. I see how it is. So they go for the death blow. Sadly, I don't have the invigorating vapors myself, because if your opponent has command or battle ballad, it's just borderline useless. But you know, yeah, my opponent for once doesn't have accuracy buffs, which is odd. So here, if I go for my flagell turn, which I will, the guard will go away, because that's how the guard works on the protect me. So I think I will just punish the grave robber here. That's gonna bring her down to 0 if I get the duty, which I do. I've been very lucky considering the fact I don't have the spiked bat. Also, I'm only now mentioning this. This background, it looks so cool. I found this background in the weirdest of places. So you know that ancient Darkest Dungeon PvP game mode that there was some freelancer guy that made this for fun, with like the old abilities. Everything looks super old. The buffs still have that weird texture. Everything looks freaking odd. And the person made that, and you know, never updated it. It kind of just still works. And in that, I was looking through that folder, and there was just like this random image slapped on there, just completely separate from all the folders. And I was like, oh, what's this? And it was this background. I think this is from one of the Darkest Dungeon missions. I think the ancestor's like sack is here, and you get a really nice trinket from it. At least that's what I think it is. Do I get the damage buff? No, I don't, unfortunate. I'm gonna go for the 49. I do enough damage, which is really good here. So in this situation, my opponent has kind of blundered, because what I want to do here is basically just go the flashlight, because they used their flashlight turn a bit too early and didn't go for either of their 5 heals. So I will just try to get it. My opponent doesn't go rampart. Do they drop the riposte on that? No, they don't. They still can't kill my Antiquarian. She's still safe. But now I can't Serpent Sway. That is a thing here. I cannot Serpent Sway. So I will not drop my... Oh, I could move back twice. But then I won't get the death blow. Yeah, I most likely won't get the death blow. And that's not very good. Yeah, that's definitely not very good. She wasn't dropping down to 0 either way. 45, we go for it, we get it, we survive, we get the crit as well, which is massive, because now that means no lunge. The heal does come through, which is, you know, just flagellant things, but it will save the Grave Robber from immediately dying. Now, she did dodge, actually. She did dodge my Festering Vapors, but it will save her from immediately dying. But even then, this has to be feeling kind of desperate for my opponent. Oh, the flashing daggers! Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I completely forgot flashing daggers was an ability for a second there, but we're okay, we're goody. I'm gonna go for this into a Serpent Sway. That's what I want to do. So right now, their only offensive move is the Retribution. Oh, they don't have pick! They don't have pick! Oh, I need to punish this. I need to punish this. Do not kill the Grave Robber, Shepherd Doggy. I will be angry at you if you kill the Grave Robber. We focus the Man-at-Arms. Grave Robber from now on no longer exists. She can hurt us all she wants. We only care about the Man-at-Arms. So here we Serpent Sway. So, you know, that's gonna be... Yeah, have fun dealing with that. 65 dodge, 2 Aegis blocks. Usually, against stress teams, you know, who cares, but this isn't just any old stress team. It's a team with no accuracy. Apart from the trinkets, you know, the trinkets are here with a bit of accuracy, so what should I do now? I dropped Rejuvenating. They don't have Panic Darts, do they? Okay, they do have Panic Darts, but even then, this should be okay. So I wasn't stunned. The guard will disappear, so I have to drop this. I think it will disappear. I wasn't looking at the tooltip, but I'm 99% sure. So we do this, and the guard does go away. Alright, so they can go for a Panic Darts or Flashing Daggers. They're probably Flashing Daggers, but even if it drops me to 0, now I have to regen, which is really nice. And it doesn't drop me to 0, see? I'm okay. So the riposte stays. Do not hit the Grave Robber. That's the golden rule at the moment. No hitting the Grave Robber. So we regen. He doesn't do 5 damage to me, so I don't really have to wait before the Man-at-Arms brings me down to 0 to drop my regen, because, you know, Retribution is not going to do 5. It could crit for 5. I think it does crit for 5, but he tries to go for the Rampart. He hits, actually. The 65 dodge, huh? Yeah, you know, just put your circus things, I guess. We're gonna drop it again. So now I have 80 dodge. Try dealing with that. They're still gonna hit, by the way. They're still gonna hit. They hit that Flashing Daggers with... How much was it? +8, -10. So they hit it with 98 accuracy against 65 dodge. Yeah, just unfortunate. The Rampart does have good accuracy, though. It has 122. So, you know, it was like... 60 and the other one was like a 40, and they hit both of them. Yeah, you know, Shieldbreaker dodge. It's broken in all the bad ways for if you're playing with it. Okay, so they keep going for the Rampart. They keep dazing me. That's so annoying that they do that. Shep, why are you being so mean? Why don't you just finish the match by killing the Grave Robber, and then the Flagellant can solo the Man-at-Arms? A lesson must be taught. A lesson must be learned. You know that quote from DD2 that doesn't make any sense? A lesson taught is a lesson learned from the new ancestor, quote-unquote new ancestor. I don't understand that quote, honestly, because a lesson taught doesn't always mean a lesson learned, but whatever. It is what must happen here. My opponent must be taught that if you play Butcher Circus with Grave Robber, Plague Doctor, or yeah, usually those two, Grave Robber or Plague Doctor, you have to bite the bullet and bring either the Incision or the Pig to the face. If you don't do that and you're the last character standing, you're gonna run into a very funny situation where your only move is to pray that your opponent is afflicted and then oofs themselves. That's literally the one thing you can do. So I'm not gonna go for the death with the Festering Vapors. Yeah, they're panicking. They're dropping the panic darts on me, but they're the ones that are panicking. That's for sure. They don't even go for the Man-at-Arms turn to drop the Retribution. But yeah, it's gonna be the punish. I get lucky with the 25. and now we wait. And now we wait to see the white flag being waved. So I'm just gonna... I wish I could stress seal, but you know, I can't. Let's just do this. Let's just move back and then puncture the corpse. Yes, chef. Very fun gameplay, very interactive. And yeah, there's nothing my opponent can do. Oh wait, shit, there is. They still have their offensive moves for the moment because the corpse is still here. But yeah, it's not gonna be here for long. It's not gonna be enough to oof me. It should not. Yeah, it should not be enough to oof me. Unless I fiddle around with the Death Stores for a little long. I just want them to pass once. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and force my opponent to pass until they have a heart attack. I don't even think anyone would do that. I don't even think anyone would do that. Not even the players that at the end of the match, if they've already won, they just go ahead and drop stress heals and healing if their opponent doesn't surrender, so they're like a tip-top shape. I don't think even that person, or even those people would do this to the Grave Robbers. Yeah, she's gonna go for Shadow Fade. And you must wonder, is this a super advanced bot that I'm playing against? I have exposed, by the way, I could hit it. Well, I still want them to pass, so let's just wait. Oh no, I had a de-stealth move. Anyway. Yeah, let's just wait until they do the funny pass and then they can surrender, because it makes you wonder at what point are people stubborn to, because there is no world where you can win this match. This match was lost ages ago. This match was lost when the Flagellant died, because I still have a Flagellant and he still has, well, 4 of his heals, not all of them, but 4 of his heals. So it really becomes a test to the mind, like, oh crap, I'm gonna get an affliction from that. Well, maybe they can win then. Maybe they can win if I keep giving afflictions to myself. But, no, I could die with the Antiquarian. Oh, okay, never mind, she's gonna drop regen. How cool of you. I wanted to die with you, but I guess she's gonna save herself. How wise. Yeah, they just keep dropping Shadow Fade. I don't understand why you wouldn't just, you know, click the white flag. I guess it's some sort of personal statement about oneself not to surrender. Maybe that one meme, like the sheer indomitable human spirit. Yeah, that one. The aliens weren't prepared for that. So yeah, now they're just passing, and I'm passing as well. Actually, I passed on mistake because I wasn't ready to click. I passed on mistake round 1, and this person did not. This person did not afford me that virtue, and now they finally surrender. Yeah, now they finally surrender. I was actually thinking of going ahead and doing this until they got to heart attack because of that one. Yeah, that's how petty of you, Shepherd Doggy. How petty of you. But no, I wouldn't force you to watch that. Anyway, let's go for match number 2. Alright, and here we go straight into a match number 2. I say straight into a match number 2, but this is like an hour later because I've had to go through like 4 novices to get to here, and you know, just fun gameplay where I don't want to surrender. I want to get the W, and I also want to give the people like the chance to fight me. You know, I think that's something cool. When I started playing the Butcher Circus, there was this guy called Mike Field, and you know, even though I was garbage, I wanted to play against him, and I played against him. I lost, obviously, because I was garbage, but you know, it was still a fun experience. I tried. It was still relatively close. I think I took 2 of his characters, and I was quite happy about it. So, you know, I kind of want to give people the same opportunity if they do somehow know me. Well, you know, I do have YouTube in my Steam username, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm playing against Izal here, or Iza-E, you know, some funny name. They've already gone for the battle ballad, so there's no point puncturing their Jester anymore. I'm just gonna drop a battle ballad because I like accuracy. So in this situation, they're playing the... Is this the... what do you call it? The W Callan comp? Is it the W Callan comp? I think it is, actually. I think it is a W Callan comp. Maybe some weird trinket choices and all that, but I think it is a W Callan, so very high damage team. Kind of a supportive Arbalest on here. I'm very surprised by the lack of Dirk Stab and by the Pit Fighter's Reaper Shroud on the chest, but honestly, I respect it. It's not a bad move, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the dodge doesn't work anyway, so, you know, why bring bulky spell? With the Pit Fighter's helmet, at least you can survive stuns for a little longer, and if you go with the solo, you're still gonna have the same amount of dodge as a regular Jester would have, and then you're gonna have the Reaper Shot to get that finale off, so your point with this Jester is basically to drop the accuracy buffs, enable the other characters, drop the finale, and then kind of be useless, I guess. I guess that's kind of the point, kind of just be a bit of a damage sponge. So my opponent has Sacred Blade, Writ of Execution, they go for the Sunlight Flagellant, they get the crit, 2 crits, but you know, this is a Highman team, so it is very natural that it's gonna get an unreasonable amount of crits, but it's time to start dropping regens, because it will be good, it will be good. It's not gonna be game changing if they get the Harvests and Open Veins off, but it could help, definitely. Yeah. I suppose my opponent does have accuracy buffs. No offensive trinkets there, by the way. They're gonna Vendetta me. Oh, they don't have Vendetta on this Iron Man, so they don't actually have a good chance of getting the death blow. But they're gonna go for the Harvest. They get me down to this door. Unfortunate. Yeah, just sad days. This is kind of the problem with DOT teams versus damage teams. This is the counter pick to do a DOT team. It's a damage team that just, instead of getting the pressure round 3, they get the pressure on you round 1, and you're really not prepared for it because you don't have direct heals, you don't have stuns, you have regen, and you have your later down the line healing with the Flagellant, and you have the DOT to bring the opponents down to 0, but you don't have just crit tools, advanced sniper shot, you know. They stun my shield breaker. It's okay, they have battle ballads, so they're allowed to go for all these moves. All these moves are perfectly fine. They have the PBS here, so I kind of have to watch out with my Flagellant. I also have to watch out for that repost, but it's actually... it shouldn't be too scary. You shouldn't. Emphasis on shouldn't. I really don't know how I'm gonna play this one, because they have 2 healing trinkets on the Arbalest. My Jester is not gonna survive. He could, but my opponent goes first next round anyway. No, he's dead. He's dead, let's be honest. They have 2 chances of getting death on him. They have the sniper shot, and then they have the duel's advance by the start of next round. There's no way the Jester survives here, but so you know, I'm not gonna drop another regen on him. I feel like that would be a bit trolling. I think just going Festering Vapors into the repulse that doesn't have Vendetta is gonna be the better move. They do have the parrying dagger though, so that is cool. That is cool for them, but I should stay alive. So I think this is just a pass turn. This Highman is very scary, you know. With that crit, he has plus accuracy from here, so he's gonna hit me regardless. And he's already proven he's got RNG on his side, so he's doing the max rolls with the Open Vein and all that. That does make sure that I don't have regen on her, but I do have the Serpent Sway, so hopefully I'll be able to just chill here for a bit. I think the move is gonna have to be to cause double pressure on the Crusader and on the Jester. I think that's gonna have to be the move here. Cause pressure onto both of them, try to force each of them to their store, and then get a kill on one of them. And after I get a kill on one of them, hopefully the Crusader, I should be able to kind of just high roll this match. I'm very surprised they don't just, you know, kill my Jester. But since they don't, I guess I'm gonna get one more action with him. I would go for the Harvest, but you know, there's a finisher on there. That's not the wisest move. That's not what a smart person would do. That's not what Shepherd Doggy is gonna do today. I'm just gonna drop a Dirk Samuel to the Crusader, do a little bit more damage. You're probably just gonna confirm the kill here with the duel's advance. Wow, he lives. That's so surprising. I can get another round out of him. I can actually... oh, this could actually be really good. I can get another round out of him then. He's still gonna die because my opponent goes first, but now they're gonna have to probably just drop a PBS on him, which I'm really, really happy with. I'm more happy doing that than dropping DOT here, by the way. Dropping DOT is not too useful in this situation, I feel. So they do that with the Crusader, meaning that I should be able to force a heal here by dropping the Expose. I would maybe drop a Puncture, but I think Expose here is actually guaranteed to do enough damage, so I drop the Expose instead and they have to go for the heal. It does do Stress, which can be bad, but it also applies a debuff, which will hopefully be very helpful for me here. So the heal for 14, it's insane how much they heal for, it really is. It's so annoying how much they heal for. So they will get the kill on me, and I will need to get some counter pressure after that. They still have to solo, they will be able to kill one of my characters. I'm really hoping to get a PBS crit, because I can't actually Serpent Sway at the moment. Yeah, I can't actually drop the Serpent Sway here, but they'll have two characters to choose from, so I'll go for the Festering Vapors. That's actually going to be the plan here. I drop the Festering Vapors, and if they don't go for the kill, I will get another turn. If they go for the kill on the Antiquarian, then, you know, I just reach, and I think it's okay for me here. I have this little bit of tempo for them getting the kill on the Jester, so now I click, and I go for the take cover, so they don't have any immediate kills on any of my characters, because if you try to finale the Shieldbreaker, I go Serpent Sway. If you try to go for the Flagellant, I hopefully don't get stunned, and just enjoy myself here. So they go for the solo, and yeah, this is difficult. This is definitely difficult, but, you know, I'm trying, and I'm hoping that it will work. What I think my opponent wants to do here is stun my Flagellant and go for a heal on the Crusader. So they preemptively heal the Crusader now, and then they go for a stun on my... Oh, that's risky, man. That is risky. That is so risky. You don't even have to stun trinkets. There could be justice in this world. There could be justice in this world. That was so incredibly risky, but they don't get punished for it. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I really wish they got punished for that, but, you know... Oh, look at the crit chance on the finale, by the way. Jesus. Oh, wow. They don't care. They just want to get the finale off. They just want to get the finale off on me, I think. That's all they really care about here. Well, in that case, I don't think they're gonna get the crit. I mean, getting the crit here would be really, really fortunate for them. If they get the crit, they do 16 to 29 damage. With the protection, it's going to be a little less, but with the crit, yeah, it's definitely going to be enough. I'm going to go for this here, because they can't really hit my Antiquarian too well, and I have extra death resistance, and getting rid of the Crusader is very, very good for me here. So now they just have to go for the kill on the Jester. I mean, on the Flagellant. That's what they have to do, and they will be able to do it. Yeah, they will be able to do it. So I'm down to 23. It's still not a guaranteed unless they get the crit or they get a bit lucky. So do I really want to go for the Jester here? Because look at his dodge. You know, it's a bit much. It is a bit much. I do have Battle Ballad. I did get to drop the Battle Ballad though, so maybe that is the move. 62. I would go for Puncture on the Arbalest, but it kind of sucks, you know? It kind of sucks. I guess I'm gonna go for an Expose on the Arbalest instead. I don't get the debuff. Oh, that's so unfortunate, because I have to kill her. She just heals too much in this situation. I do this. Now they might go... Oh no, they're gonna go for the Shieldbreaker. I think my opponent is playing a bit safer here, and they're just gonna wait until they get more buffs. But what I could do here is go for the punish to bring myself closer, but what that will result in is just my death, because they'll immediately finale me. I don't get the bleed on there. I get the blight, but it's not enough to actually drop her down to 0. That's so unfortunate for me. That's actually really unfortunate. They do 16 to 29. Oh, actually, they have the Reaper Shroud, so it's going to be a little more. They hit me with the Harvest. They hit me with the freaking Harvest. Okay. But I'm not at this store here, so watch what I do. I have to go for the puncture. It's a 50-50. Do I get it? Haha, voila. I do get the 50-50, which is really good here. And now they have a few choices. So the thing is, if they go for anything other than move back twice, this could be really, really good for me. Yeah, it could be really, really good for me. And they're not gonna do it. They're gonna go for the Bulla. It is a bit greedy of them to go for the Bulla in this situation, but you know, it does make sense as well. I really wish I had stuns. I really wish I had stuns. Oh man, where are my stuns? Because I would stun the Arbalest here, hit myself on the Simon and drop a redeem. And the game would be won, essentially, but I don't have that possibility. So instead I have to drop a regen, just to bring my Antiquarian out of this store. That might be the play soon. Also could heal my Flagellant up a bit, maybe that saves him. That's a possibility. Please don't knock the Flagellant back. Okay, good. That would have been an absolute disaster. No crit on the regen, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm gonna go for it. I don't get the death blow, sad, but I will be able to get the what do you call it? The Materia Pestis finisher Festering Vapors next turn. So they have that's a lot of ups. They still don't go for it though. They still don't go for it. And now the regen is actually working against me, because I will survive here, which I don't really want in this at this point in time. But you know, such is with your Circus. So I have a few choices. I can either go for the 65 kill here, or I cannot. But I think the move here is actually to just sacrifice the Shieldbreaker, go for the 65, because that Arbalest is just too strong. I think that has to be the move here. That Arbalest is just a P. I cannot deal with her, and if I do this, if I get rid of the Arbalest, no more healing! And what do I have? I have Materia Pestis. That's a lot of DOT being dealt to your side. And guess what you don't have? You don't have Turk Snap. So maybe I can win this. Maybe. Maybe there is hope. So, oh god. So the Flagellant's probably dead here. Probably dead. He's dropping, so I don't... I go first. You know what? Screw it, we do this. Screw it, we roll. Why? Why do I do this? Because if they drop the finale on the Antiquarian here, they only have finale. If they drop the finale on the Antiquarian, the Flagellant lives, I kill the Higher Man with Exsanguinate, I win the match because the Jester can't hit me. If they go for the Flagellant here, I heal myself with the Antiquarian, I still have... Whoa! Crit for 20, that could be massive. I still have the regen, and I can drop the Festering Vapors here immediately to bring the Fireman to death. And now, all I have to do is move to position 1, and I win the match, because the Jester doesn't have Dirk Snap. I would probably win the match regardless, let's be honest. There's a decent bit of duty on him, he's afflicted. I still have a lot of regen and a lot of HP because I got extremely lucky, and my heart is actually racing from all this. But yeah, at this point you just move forward. There's no point in taking risks. You just move to position 1 and it's GG, because my opponent didn't bring the Dirk Snap. Very cool team, very big gamble not bringing the Dirk Snap. It makes sense because it's their strategy, but I think they kind of hindered their own strategy by sacrificing their characters, which weren't sacrificial characters. You couldn't sacrifice the Crusader and the Arbalest like that. They were characters that should not be sacrificed. But you know, they did it. The Jester is the last one standing, which is really not what my opponent was going for. And yeah, at this point it is just the pass wars, and it's only the pass wars for my opponent, because you know, there's really not too much they can do. Okay, I've had enough. Try someone else. They're all gone, man. They're all gone. I'm sorry, little Chester, but they're all gone, and my opponent surrenders. Big GG's to my opponent. That was an epic match. My heart actually raced there at the end on that final 2v2. That was one epic match. Yeah, DOT teams can be fun, and this team was pretty fun. This was definitely a losing matchup, but those crucial death blows against the Crusader and the Arbalest really turned the tide of the match. Especially when the second stun fell. They got the first stun off on my Flagellant, having only the Sacred Blade, but not having that Brass Knuckles meant that they didn't get the second stun when they were risky like that. That led to them suffering at their store check, and even though they went for the heal on the Jester to just keep that finale up, they really should have saved the Crusader, because then, you know, Crusader's gone, no more Crusader shenanigans. Arbalest is gone, no more Arbalest shenanigans, and you know, we take the W. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.